someone uses AI to copy the Qur'an's method, what will happen to the Qur'an? Nothing. Because Allah promised the Qur'an will stand the test of time until the Day of Judgment. But what will happen to you and me? That's a different question. Be wary of your children. Is the Qur'an for them a cold screen? Or is it the warmth of a mother's voice reciting in the darkness of the night?
I want you to imagine 50 years from now, or 100.
Your great-great-grandchildren want to memorize the Qur'an. Maybe they put on a pair of augmented reality glasses or virtual reality glasses, and they go to a virtual madrasa where an AI-generated teacher is sitting and teaching them the Qur'an, and the whole thing is computer-generated. It's not real. What will the future hold for how the Qur'an is memorized, preserved, taught, nurtured, conveyed, and lived? We live in a very fast-paced world. The world has brought to us artificial intelligence, virtual reality, the blockchain, and so many other technologies. They come with harms and real dangers, and they come also with benefits. فيهما إثم كبير ومنافع للناس. As Allah said about alcohol in the Qur'an, it has a lot of harms, but it also has some benefits. Now, the question I left you in the last episode was, it's not about the change and it's not about the technology, because change will always happen. The question is, who gets to shape it? And are we passively watching, or are we the people taking the tools, developing the tools, and guarding the Qur'an through those tools and with those tools, rather than letting it be dictated to us, letting the Qur'an be on the margins, letting the Qur'an be distorted? If you're serious about having a relationship with the Qur'an, make sure you download the Tarteel app and give it a go. Hide the ayat, recite, and it will correct your mistakes. You might live to see the day where there's an artificially generated surah that tries to challenge the Qur'an. Someone uses AI to copy the Qur'an's method, and let them try. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Qur'an, قُلْ لَئِنِ اجْتَمَعَتِ الْإِنسُ وَالْجِنُّ عَلَىٰ أَن يَأْتُوا بِمِثْلِ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ لا يأتون بمثله ولو كان بعضهم لبعض ظهيرا. Tell them, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if all of jinn and humankind and all their tools and the AI and VR and all, if they were using this to try and compete with the Qur'an, they would never be able to do so. The challenge is open. But you might see the day where a fake surah is generated to copy the Qur'an. You might see the day when a scholar's recitation is being played, but it's AI generated. It's not real. You might see the day when a child goes to a virtual madrasa that is not real, the teacher's not real, the students are not real, it's all imaginary, it's all virtual reality. What will happen to the Qur'an? Nothing. Because Allah promised the Qur'an will stand the test of time until the Day of Judgment. But what will happen to you and me? That's a different question. Technology can harm us. Technology can benefit us. But we need to be the ones shaping the tools rather than the ones being shaped by them. We need to be the ones in control of how the Qur'an is understood, relegated, engaged with through these platforms. Otherwise, we will come to a very, very scary time. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu tells us a very scary hadith. He says, towards the end of time, a day will come when you will wake up and the Qur'an will be removed from the books and will be removed from the hearts of people. Recite and memorize and prepare yourself until then, because that will be a very scary day. That day has not come yet, but there is so much work to do. In the episodes that went by, you heard about the people, the scribes who wrote the Qur'an. You heard about the memorizers who memorized it in their hearts and carried it with their actions. You heard about the people who built the printing press, the radio, the television, the smartphone, and how they still serve the Qur'an. The ways of serving the Qur'an will change. The methods of preserving the Qur'an and the tools will change, but we have to adapt lest we fall behind. Now, what does this mean for you and I? Number one, The Qur'an, we must be those who build, who learn the skills and the tech to preserve the Qur'an regardless of which medium and which tool comes up, which technology is built in future. Number two, there still needs to be some portion of your life and your relationship with the Qur'an that is face to face and person to person. You will always need a teacher. No app, no technology can relieve and remove the need of a teacher. The Prophet ﷺ said, تَسْمَعُونَ وَيُسْمَعُ مِنْكُمْ, O my companions, you are hearing from me today, and one day people will hear from you, and the chain will continue. Keep continuing the living chain of teacher and student. But use the tools as well to increase your understanding, to strengthen your memorization, and to be of those who carry the Qur'an. Last but not least, those of you who are parents, be wary of your children and how they use technology. What apps are they using? How do they relate to the Qur'an? Is the Qur'an for them a cold screen? Or is it the warmth of a mother's voice reciting in the darkness of the night? Create real memories with the Qur'an. In this world of deep fakes, of AI generated content, be real and relate to the Qur'an in a way that's real. And use the tools to your advantage, but do not be used and abused by the tools themselves. Be builders and shapers. Do not be shaped passively by them. Allah placed us on this earth as khulafa. We are the stewards, the representatives of Allah on this earth. Everything can change and transform, but the Qur'an remains timeless. Jazakumullah khair for listening to this episode. As you know, only 5% of people who watch this video actually subscribe to the channel and support the work that we're doing and keep up with the beautiful content that's here to come. So make sure you subscribe before you close this tab.